Hello and welcome. My name is Mariam Sohail, and today I'll be hosting Greenwich University's webinar. Our topic today is going to be on media with reference to socialization, film, and drama. Coming back to our topic, Maz, my first question is going to be for you. But before that, I'm going to introduce you to everybody. Maz has a side business of construction, and he also likes to cook. Maz, my question is going to be: do you think that media keeps us connected?
Uh, Hello, Miriam. And first of all, I would like to start what is the media first. The media, the word has been driven from the word medium, which means a channel. So, media is a channel with public, like which makes us more globalized. We know what's going on with sitting in our houses. So it makes us a society basically, and it shrinks us like from a world, a big world, then it comes to in our hand. So and other thing that and for media, the television and dramas, like film and dramas, sorry, film and dramas are the channels. Like it's an electricity from coming from transformer to your home in wire. With there is no electricity, the wire is not usable. So for media, the drama and films are the channels that makes us more that gives you a one-way communication. Like from dramas and films, it's a one-way communication which gives you the idea of the society and the tensions that has been taken from like the global, like because of globalization there are many problems which occur. Like there is a movie in Bollywood with the name of Superstar and the Dangal, in which they have shown that girls can do anything. Like in Dangal, in Bollywood movie, the girls can fight, the girls can wrestle as well, and in Superstar, the girls can sing and become a media sensation. And her father isn't allowing her to do singing, and he wants to get her married. Like शादी एक लड़की का लास्ट सोल्यूशन नहीं होता. उसके पास टैलेंटेड है, जितना टैलेंट बॉयज के पास है इतना टैलेंट लड़कियों के पास भी है. तो वो वन वे कम्युनिकेशन इस तरह की होती है कि जो हम अपने फादर के साथ बैठ के समझाना चाहें हम नहीं समझा सकते. लेकिन बिकॉज ऑफ एंटरटेनमेंट एंड द पीपल हु आर इन्फ्लुएंस लाइक मैनी पीपल फॉलो आमिर खान, और वो अगर कोई मैसेज दे रहा है तो वो आपके माइंड में बहुत अच्छे से बैठता है. सो दैट्स इट.
Yes, Manoj, absolutely. Because I feel like media also keeps us connected in so many other ways. For example, students who are not living in the same countries as their parents, or vice versa, they sort of keep all the families connected in that way. So yes, you have a very valid point. Coming to my next question, Komal has done her ONA levels and now she is studying BBA at Greenwich University. Komal, do you think our film industry is promoting more Indian culture and tradition in Pakistan?
Yeah, for sure. As we all know, that the fear of Indian culture and giving them more made Indian movies ban. यहाँ पे किसी theater में Indian movies available है ही नहीं. But still, majority of people have moved very far away from Indian culture. Also, our filmmakers have become copycats. वो हर चीज में जैसे शादी दिखाते हैं, like शादियाँ हो गई या सॉन्ग्स, सॉन्ग्स हमारे कल्चर ये सब कुछ एक्सेप्ट नहीं करता है. एंड मोर ओवर पाकिस्तानी मूवीज के जो नेम्स हैं दे आर लाइक फॉर इंस्टेंस व्हाट डजंट Reshi Gunda or Shikari Hasina is conveyed to people, conveyed to people. So these names are only cannot bring fame and fame, but maybe this is the point where we have to think and take progressive steps towards prosperity.
Absolutely, Komal, absolutely. Coming to my next question, Faizan. Faizan is also a student of Greenwich University and he likes to do online gaming. Faizan, what impact does the foreign films and dramas have locally?
All right. So we belong to a society. We're talking about taboos itself is considered blasphemy. Under the umbrella of such a society and the culture, to come out and refer to a taboo topic is taking a risk in itself for these directors, producers, and their investors. But this risk is minimized when we see how a familiar topic in a similar situation in a different country got recognized by the general public instead of getting a backlash. But we often forget the magnificent capabilities the visual arts holds, and this is where foreign films and dramas, their influence over our local talents, the producers, the directors, the actors come into play. For instance, we have a lot of movies. I'm just going to name three or four of those, but we have a lot of movies in which we cover taboo topics, which are very necessary and which happen in our country. For instance, a drama, Aisi Het and Hai, in which they raise a topic where they, in fact, in this drama, they promote two different issues. The first being the fact that Western culture has seeped into our society and how it affects the and modernize our local people. And the second being how it unravels the hypocrisy which is present in our country against women, be it in jobs or their daily lives. Then there
Yes,
is another drama, Udari and Mukabbil, in which they enlighten us about how and where and everything related to child rape and class prejudice. So
yeah.
these are some issues which are present in our society, which are there, but we would rather not talk about that because our culture, our society stops us from highlighting these issues for some reason.
Exactly.
But these are the positive things our drama has brought to light. But there are some very negative things which are also seeping in, which includes, for instance, item songs. They are they are something which has to be in every Indian film. Now it has been something which has been raised, which is present in almost all our films. Apart from this, there is another issue. Like there is a really popular drama going on right now, Urtugul, the Turkish drama. It is an amazing drama, but the problem is it is causing our local industry to become insecure because it has received such a great recognition in our community. Our local producers, directors, they're trying to minimize the viewership towards that drama. So these are just some of the topics I thought were influencing us from foreigners.
Yes, Faizan, absolutely. Thank you so much, Faizan. So my next question is going to be from Hasib. Hasib is also a student at Greenwich University. He's done his O levels from LTS and A levels from South Shore. So Hasib, what do you think about media? How do dramas of typical household affect our society? I think Hasib is having internet issues. So, Mas, coming back to you, do you think media is a hypodermic sponge?
First of all, let me tell you what's the hypodermic exchange. It's a theory basically, which means injecting into you. So we all know that the media can inject anything what it wants to do, and we have seen many people which has been brainwashed, and like in recent years, because of some of the movies and some of the dramas, it has created an illusion where people think that they are great and they or something that they are promoting some kind of behavior. Like I have seen a drama in Netflix, Elite, with the name of Elite, and which they are promoting that teenagers are doing drugs and drinking. And when I met one of my friend last month, and he said that nothing can happen to me, like everyone is drinking in the world. So they are injecting that kind of behaviors in our like for instance, like my cousin lives in Australia, and he said that the land of Israel is belong to Israel. They have flashed their memories, but it doesn't belong to Israel. It's been occupied by it has a status of occupation by United Nations. So media can inject good things as well and bad things. They are both pros and cons. So yeah, they inject. They have this capability to inject into you something what they want to do.
Yes, Maz, absolutely. Absolutely. That is a very, very valid point. Thank you. Komal, coming back to you, do you think Pakistani dramas are exaggerating the social issues?
Yes, but as within an increase in new channels and fresh people coming up, it seems that we have finally reached the point where we can actually start being proud of what entertainment industry is creating out. Like for example, we have this drama Udari, focusing on child abuse, something that people are not comfortable with addressing. इस चीज को हमेशा छुपा दिया जाता है, बंद कर दिया जाता है, तो आगे exaggerate मत करो, चुप हो जाओ. And furthermore, we have one more drama known as Chup Raho, which was talking about one of the forbidden issues which are always swept aside for the sake of family norm, that तुम्हारी बहन का घर खराब हो जाएगा तो इससे बेटर है कि तुम चुप हो जाओ, जिसकी वजह से
Yeah.
काफी खराब हो जाती है. तो
Yeah.
आई गेस जैसे काफी अच्छा हो रहा है कल्चर हमारा, बट स्टिल देयर आर सम पीपल जो कि अभी भी इन चीज़ों को छुपाते हैं. तो अगर एग्जैजरेशन हो भी रही है तो वो एक तरह से अच्छी ही है.
Yeah, because I think so many people are asked not to raise their voice in the name of honor. So I feel like it's so important like that these dramas are getting made because they're basically spreading awareness. So I feel like that's very, very important. Faizan, coming back to you, how does media and other avenues portray Pakistan to foreigners?
All right. So, like I was talking about the impact of foreign films on us, we have a similar impact on foreigners. So how this happens is that media, in reference to channels, the news channels, or your drama channels, or films, or other dramas, what they need is rating. This is all they aim for. So, what is the best thing to get better ratings? Just spice up everything. Just spice up your news, just spice up your media, whatever news you're spreading, whatever show you're making, just spice it up for better viewership. When Western countries see these, they make a Fox representation of Pakistan. Like, I used to live in Canada. I lived there for around 3 years. The most common question I would receive from most of my friends were, is living in Pakistan must be hard since it is a very dangerous country. And I was always very flabbergasted at this question because I have lived in Pakistan my whole life and I never thought it was a dangerous country. This is something they get. This is the information they get through our films, our dramas, our news. Our news is always misrepresenting Pakistan to the foreigners. They
Yeah.
do not consider the effects they have of what they're showing, not just for Pakistanis, but also for people abroad.
Yeah.
It's something which creates a misrepresentation of our country. They need to realize what their power is, and then they need to see. I'm not saying they have to lie and hide some dangerous things, but at least do not spice it up. Just
Yes.
just just show whatever it is for itself. So there are many other films and dramas and documentaries which cover positive aspects of our country. Like, we have beautiful places to visit. Our northern area is amazing. It is the it I think it is amongst the top three uh, hiking spots in the world. This is
Yes,
something.
absolutely.
Yeah, so this is something which has since the past 4 or 5 years been spreading abroad. So most of my friends, they previously used to ask me it was dangerous. Now they're asking me, if they visit, what are the places they would prefer going first. So Allah ka shukar hai, now our media is spreading a lot of positive things as well
Yeah,
as
thank
negative
God.
things. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
at
I
least
agree.
at least something good is coming out now.
Yeah. Mars, since you have your own business, I would like to ask you this question. Do you think media helps business to grow?
Absolutely, absolutely, Mariam. And especially like there was a time like there was a digital media and the printed media only. So, but at that time, it was really hard to cater your market. Basically, you have to advertise for millions of people at a times, and many people didn't know that they if they are potential customer or not. But because of that, when the social media and the e-commerce has came, now in Instagram or Facebook, if you put an ad, you can choose a specific age, specific gender, specific area, and specific locality, and you can target the audience you want to target, and audience can see which brand they want to buy. Like they asked you which type of brand are you, so it has made so much easier. And I have seen many examples, like Auntie Musarrat, a cake maker, and she has started her own business with a home based business, and there it has been invested zero. It's a zero rupees investment, and they have started it, and now they are like, you if you want a cake, you have to book it for a week before. So I have seen many business in my construction business. I can also potentially target my customer which I want to. Like, for example, construction business, you have 1% or 0.5% population to target. So it has made so easier for businesses, and many businesses has been grown because of social media. Like in this pandemic, many of my friends are earning because by selling bicycles, and it has nothing to do, like you have to just post an ad online on a group, a specialized group of some kind, Pakistan and all that, and you will find a potential buyer.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I,
it
I
has
agree.
made.
That's very nice.
Yeah, I agree
Yeah,
with what he's saying. You don't. It's not just that you increase your reach. It's very cheaper comparatively to print media.
definitely.
And it has made businesses so easier. Like if
Right.
you are sitting here and you want to talk to someone to Dubai, like in Dubai, and you it's just 2 minutes
Yeah,
away.
Yeah.
you
literally.
can
Yes,
you
yes,
can
I
deal
agree.
with your customer. Like I have seen there are some call centers who are operating for USA from Pakistan, and
Yeah,
they
yeah.
are they are keeping it together very well. I have seen that. So it
Yes,
media
I
made
agree.
us life more easier. Virtually, we are virtually more connected, and I think it's the best way
Yeah. I
to
It's a
even have an example. Sorry. I even have an example. You said there are call centers run in Pakistan for companies in America.
yeah.
Dell has their customer care in Pakistan. The call
Yeah,
center is in Pakistan. So you're right. That is an amazing thing which media has done for us.
it helps. Helps the business a lot.
I do believe that media has made our life.
yeah,
The
yeah.
best
Thank you so
example
much.
is the webinar. Is what we are doing right now. We
Yeah.
are
Yes.
we
So,
are telling our thoughts to the world by sitting
yeah,
here in our houses. So this is the
exactly.
best example.
Yeah. So coming to the next question, Komal, what is the reason behind the downfall of print media? I think Komal is having internet issues. Okay, coming to the next question, Mars. Does media play any role in politics?
Yeah, that's a debatable question. I think many people wouldn't agree with me, but in my opinion, Mariam, I think the biggest game is the politics on media, and I have seen many politicians. Like I can give you example. Like there is an allegation on Donald Trump that he has hired the Russian hackers who had brainwashed the American people for his victory, and it's been 2-3 times debated on official level. And the biggest example for us with us is the Narendra Modi, who has been declared a Don of Gujarat, who has killed thousands of Muslims, and everyone knows that he is a Don and he has done some brutality before in past. But in 2 months, media has changed his personality. Now he is a Pandit of India. He has gained the most votes in history of India. Like no one has gained that much of vote, and he has more support, more and more support. He has also provoked the Article 370 from Kashmir, and no one can do anything about it. So media has power
Yeah.
that can make you a hero from a villain.
Yeah,
So
for
because of
sure.
that, he has won. Like in Pakistan as well, in our country, like before elections, I knew like it was my opinion, but I knew the result that PTI is gonna win, because I didn't find PTI supporters on road. I find PTI supporters online. So yeah, that media is playing a really big role, and people are the parties, social parties, these parties, the political parties are investing huge chunk of money on that, and
Yeah,
they
yeah,
are they are they
definitely.
are brainwashing people.
Yeah, definitely, Maz. Komal, do you think media is the main reason behind the exposure of youth violence?
I guess yes, because media is the main behind violent behavior in youth. This destruction is taking place through video games, films, and music also. कुछ music के lyrics ऐसे होते हैं किसी के सामने सुन भी नहीं सकते ना या किसी के सामने गा सकते. So the basic exposure is the physical and verbal aggressive behavior. For example, game addiction, which makes you less productive, which is not good for mental health, and you get socially inactive. I'll give you my own example that I used to play PUBG 24/7 literally. अब रमजान में
Yeah.
तो घर पे हमारा रूटीन था नहीं तो we used to play PUBG. की वजह से सब परेशान हो गए थे कि ये हो क्या है. And literally मेरी eyesight weak हो चुकी है उस game की वजह से. I won't blame anyone but myself only. But the reason is that I got influenced by media, by the gaming addiction.
Yeah,
I would like
yeah.
to add something here.
Yes, Asleep.
Media socializes a child. Like whatever they watch, they will do those things unconsciously. Cartoons are always about violence. For example, Tom and Jerry and Augie and the Cockroaches. We all love those cartoons, but we all can agree that it has too much of violence. When a young mind watch this kind of stuff, they don't have a sense of what is right and what is wrong. So it is like a hypodermic syringe to them.
Yeah. But Hasib, what do you think about cartoons like Popeye's the Sailor Man? I remember eating spinach because of those cartoons.
Yeah, these kind of cartoons do promote uh, they do promote that the man should be strong and a woman should be beautiful. But this Papaya the Sailor Lamb cartoon promotes that a man should be strong, and this kind of things create insecurities in the young mind. They think that they're not strong enough, and there are
Yeah.
Disney cartoons which portray that women are weak and but they are very beautiful. So girls who are at 5, they think that they should be beautiful enough.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Faizan, what do you think is the reason behind the downfall of print media?
Um, we live in an age of computers with the internet dominating most of our lives. So it should come as no shock to everyone that print media is being overthrown now. And the
Yeah.
reason is the electronic counterpart. So internet is basically the reason print media has been on the decline for readership. Even large daily newspapers aren't able to keep up with the up-to-speed news you get online over the internet. Not only this, but you have to pay for the print media subscriptions, which is at times around 3,000 to 4,000, depending on the newspaper. You
Yeah.
can get this the same news faster, cheaper. In fact, not only cheaper, for free online. Another reason print media is in a declining state is because of media itself. The news
Yeah.
channels and other channels you find on your TVs, they give you the same news as it happens in real world, as
Yeah.
opposed to waiting the next morning. But it is something which is inevitable. It is going to
Yeah.
end, and it is.
I would like to add a point in that. The thing is that people are more concerned about the environment nowadays, like the paper and the greenery we are finishing it, and the more the temperature is rising, the global warming, the concept of
Yeah.
global warming, people are getting more aware. They are getting more educated about it,
Right.
and in Pakistan, government also doing a really major part, playing a really major part on that, like planting a billion tree tsunami, the Imran Khan project. So because of that, like it has been damaging our environment. So people are more concerned, and they don't want to be in indulge in that much of this destroying a planet and all that. So because of that, and this is the main reason, I think that I believe that it's a main reason for declining of print media is people are getting more responsible, more and more responsible through.
I agree, especially for the youth. The
Yeah,
youth is more towards the green, the safety of Earth.
yeah,
So I
yeah.
agree with what you just said. And then to top it off, our current situation, the pandemic, that is not helping the print media survive as well. I mean, I would rather not want to wait. In fact, if I got a newspaper today, for instance, I necessarily might not get one tomorrow, or may not get one tomorrow, depending
Yeah.
on the strictness of the lockdown. Apart
Life's
from that,
changing. Hmm.
right, I would not rather risk getting coronavirus through the newspaper also, because it has been proven that coronavirus can survive on other forms of substance surfaces. So it can survive
Yes,
on your
Hassan.
newspaper. So I would rather not want the print media delivered coronavirus to at my house.
as
Absolutely.
as people are
Absolutely.
getting more responsible, there will be a industries which would decline, like petrol and gas industries. I personally don't believe they have a future more than 50 years, because you know that in even
Electric,
Pakistan we have electronic cars now.
right?
Audi has introduced its e-tron car, And now there's a Chinese company who is introducing a new car, electronic cars, and in a while we might not need petrol and gas. So
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
it's a possibility, and
Yeah,
people.
but all this being said, pertaining to everything we just said, print media is on a decline, but it has not died out. There are still a
Yes,
number of people.
definitely,
Yeah,
definitely,
there's
yes.
still a number of people who would physically hold a newspaper just to get their daily fix.
Yeah.
It is declining, and it will take another 20, 30 years, but it will eventually end up finishing, dying out.
Yes, thank you so much, Faizan.
Welcome.
Hassan, everything is available on the internet, but do you think it's beneficial for everyone?
Uh, no, I don't think that,
And
because because now everything is accessible, so anyone of any age can visit these kind of website. For example, on Netflix, anyone can watch anything. There is no parental. There are parental controls, but nobody uses them. And also, parents cannot always supervise their children. They cannot be there for them 24/7. Every child has an iPad or a phone. They can watch anything they want. So it's not beneficial for everyone.
but don't you think that's not media's or the internet's problem? That's our problem that we're exploiting it. So, for example, you shouldn't really be giving a 2-year-old an iPad or an iPhone, but these days we do give them these things, right?
बच्चा शोर
So
कर रहा
I
है, दे
feel
दो
like
उसको.
yeah,
Yeah.
so if they can't think for themselves right now. We gotta think for them. So obviously, there's going to be an overuse and stuff like that is going to happen. So I don't think that's the internet or media's fault. I feel like that's our fault, right?
Yeah, that's our fault that we give them iPads and phones at a very young age.
I don't, yeah, yeah. Coming to the next question, what is the reason behind what impact does the influence? Sorry, guys. How does media and the other avenues portray Pakistan to foreigners?
I think we already talked about that.
Yeah, sorry guys. Why do you think that too much of movies and dramas are bad for us?
Too much of anything is bad for us. Too
Yeah,
much
absolutely.
movies are bad for us because we are always sitting at one place. It is physically bad for us. Like during its in pandemic situation, too much movies was not bad for us because it was keeping us inside. But in
Yeah,
normal days, it's bad for us because it keeps us from going out and doing some physical activities.
yeah, yeah,
And also, all these movies promote drug abuse, rape. Like, there's no show that has no nudity. Every show on
yeah,
Netflix is full of nudity.
yeah,
So too much
yeah.
of anything is bad for us.
Anything is bad. So, guys, we'll be ending our webinar with this now. So, I think anything of too much is not good. So, just like everything in the world, everything has its pros and cons, good and bad. That's how media is. It has its pros and cons. If you use it too much, you'll exploit it. So, everything in a limit looks good. So, thank you so much for coming here today, taking your time out for all of us. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank you
you.
very much.